All right, Shalom. First off, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakal Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone who rule well, and a peace and salutations to all the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Yeah, you got the younger brothers from the DC camp, brother Ganan, brother Shalom Allah.
Shalom.
You know, we just going in the spirit, you know, just pretty much, you know, just going to start in the spirit. You know, we got one scripture, we're just going to let the spirit rock after that. You know, it's pretty much, you know, the topic is temptation, you know, and the temptation that you can bear, you know. Okay. Go ahead.
God, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man. It says, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. It says, but will with the temptation, Salakia, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Right, so pretty much what that scripture is talking about is your spirit. You know, the Most High knows your spirit and what you can bear and what you can control through. He know if it's too much for you, pretty much.
God.
You know, the Most High is not going to tempt you beyond your will. And Salakia, I must get this, James 1 and 13.
God.
You know, because, you know, I just went off, pretty much. James 1 and 13, Salakia. Because I said the Lord won't tempt you. The Most High don't tempt you. Get that?
You said First James?
James 1 and 13.
1 and 13. This is James chapter 1, verse 13. It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Yeah, the Most High don't tempt any man. You know, the Most High ain't got to do nothing, man.
God.
You know, He just is. That's Yahweh. Yamin, and He, Wamin, is. You know, He is.
God.
You know, like go into the book of Job. Get Job, the 2nd chapter, I believe. You know, when Satan asked for permission, you know, to tempt Job. You know.
Come, let me just start from the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Job chapter 2, verse 1. It says, again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Most High, before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. It says, and Yahweh said unto Satan, from whence comest thou?
Yeah, so the Most High was saying to Job, why you here, man? What's up? Keep going.
Come. It says, Salak, and the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it.
Yeah, so the Most High, Salak, is Satan, is pretty much doing his job. You know, I'm going around, you know, pretty much seeking whom he shall devour, you know. Keep on.
Verse 3, it says, and Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered any servant, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil.
Right, so pretty much the story of Job, we are the modern day Jobs, you know, and the Most High asks Satan, you know, have you considered, you know, my servant Job, you know, a perfect man? You know, check that out. He called Job a perfect man. You know. So he says, has thou considered him? Now, the Most High is about to unleash Satan on Job, allowing him to tempt him very strongly. You know, we're not going to get too much into the story, but Satan asked permission to tempt a servant of the Lord.
God.
The Most High not going to tempt you. You know, so we just get that out the way. But the Most High knows your measure. So this shows the control of the Most High. It shows that He is. There's nothing over Him, man. Which should go into your faith when you're tempted. You know, which is why you should count your temptations as joy, because the Most High is tempting you. You know, for I've chastised whom I love. You know. So if you've been tempted, you've been put in situations, that means the Lord trusts you to get through it. Because Job had everything taken away from him. You know?
It's the ultimate trial.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything taken away from him, but he got it back, man. We got to be like Job. You got something?
Yeah, I got something. Okay. And that's Salak, bro. It's
go,
just that's going in the faith, man. Like all in all, because when you on this path, you on this journey, you know, you in this truth, like the foundation, the key to it all is faith. And that's something that, you know, Job had, you know, all in all. Because when the temptation came and, you know, it was presented to him, you know, he held his integrity. Like he kept believing, you know.
That's right.
I got this quick precept.
Yeah. And after that, Job, man, I got it, bro. Go through your
this is the book of Sirach. Chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, prepare thy soul for temptation." So this is the trial. You know, when we come, present ourselves, or not even present ourselves, when we were called and given a task to do the work of the Lord, to come serve the Lord, that what comes along with that, you know, temptation, you know. And who's the chief of that temptation? Satan, you know. So Job had to deal with it, you know. So, you know, we gonna have to deal with it. Right. That just comes with the job, you know. Right,
and you know, the brother Yeshaya always say in the DC camp, the brother always say, you know, if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going. If you don't know who you are, then you don't know who your enemy is.
That's right.
You know, so we're letting you know that, hey, your enemy is this demon Satan. But he's just that. He's just a demon. You can defeat him by the power, the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
You know, that's why, you know, pretty much what we're going into, that you're not gonna be tempted beyond your measure. You know, Lord's willing, the video is called Temptation. You know, because there's different aspects of temptations. You will know how to defeat your temptations. You will expect temptations. You will know where it come from. You will know what it means. You will know that temptation is how you get your glory, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Yeah.
You say it's two. You're gonna be two ways in the kingdom, because you're gonna be in the kingdom, and if you're an Israelite, you're gonna be good. But you're gonna be it's two different emotions that you're gonna have. You're gonna be in shame, or you're gonna be walking with your head held high in glory, man. You know, you want to be proud of who you were, or you're gonna be shameful of who you were, the spirit that you had, man. How you gonna feel about your spirit in the kingdom, man? Real quick, Salaki. This is Job 23:10. He says, "But he knoweth the way that I take. When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold." Job said, but he knoweth, he being the Most High, he knoweth the way that I take. Just like we said, the Most High know what's in your spirit, man. The Most High know how far you can be tempted, you know.
Yeah, come.
And he said when he said the way that I take, when he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold, man. You still holding Sirach? It's cool.
No.
Real quick, you know, because I always go into this. This is Sirach 2:5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Now the men of the Lord are likened as in gold, man. You know, so we likened as in gold, and Job said he came forth as gold. You know, how do you find out if gold is gold? If you just bought a gold chain, say you did off the street, how do you find out if it's real gold? You light a flame to it and see if it turns colors.
Put that fire. You gotta, and it's, or you can, it's another process just to tell if it's real. You can like dig deep in it some type of process where it's gonna hurt. It's hurting that, hurting that the actual product,
Yeah.
But the ultimate purification is fire.
It's fire,
And it's
right.
fire,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we have to come forth as gold, man. So that's why brothers send out these epistles, to show, so brothers would know where temptation come from, man. Who it come from. And how do you overcome it? Because we on the right hand side of the Most High. There is another side. An unjust weight is an abomination to the Most High. So he has a left hand side, but that left hand side answers to the Most High. So he's not allowed to touch you further than what you can handle. So if you don't handle it and you don't get through it, you wasn't a man of the Lord. You get it? You got something?
Yeah, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." It says, "But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy."
That's heavy. You read it again from the top.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial."
Yeah, thinking not strange concerning the trial. So when something come upon you, a task or something strong against you comes upon you, think of it not strange, man. Immediately say, I know why it's happening. Tribulation, just an unfortunate situation. You got a hectic life, just too much shit is going on. You already irritated. The next thing you know, hey, with your example, with the gas, you run out of gas. Just what the fuck? That's gonna happen, bros. So what you gotta do is think it not strange, man. Think of it not strange. Know where it's coming from. Like, Satan, I see you. Nah, hey, that's why you gotta rebuke Satan, man. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And keep going. You can be alright, man. Keep going.
It says, Salakia 12. It says, "Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." Yeah, because all in all, like, the path, you think about the Lord, man. You think about what Yahweh Shah had to go through, man. And the ultimate sacrifice and the trial that he had to walk, And so what makes us any different, So the things that we got to go through and good ways of, handling it or techniques is just, one of them is just, and it's a big one, or if not the biggest one, is look at what the Lord did. Look at what the Lord had to go through. So, it shouldn't be a strange thing. This is the walk. This is the path. So, so continuing on, it says, verse 13, it says, "But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy."
Right. So when the glory, because ultimately the glory that we seek, Yahushua gets his first, man. And trust me, if you don't believe, look, man, if you seeking your own glory over Yahushua, man, please rebuke that demon off you, or you just gonna die, bro, because you don't get it, man. The fact that we have a fighting chance right now after how wicked it's been, let's put it in perspective. So you grew up, right? You're growing up in the world, and you got this one girl, you felt like she got you, she understand you, like, nah, bro. Brothers be like, not brothers, but, just people in the world, like, yo, all these bitches wicked, all these women, this, that, and the third. But you like, nah, yo, this one, yo. This is my favorite, yo. This is the one I take a liking unto. So you go ahead, you put a seed into it. Because, nobody can tell you nothing about her, man.
That's right.
That's your heart. That's your love. You love her, she love you, or so it appears. But then all hell break loose. She turned against you. Next thing you know, all this wickedness have been uncovered. Now you found out all along, after the baby, after all this, she wasn't for you this whole time. Imagine having to forgive her.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Imagine that after all that love, you gotta forgive her, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of pain.
But look,
it's a lot of pain.
Yahushua died for all of us.
Yeah,
man. And that's how the Most High felt about us. You get it? You see? So Yahushua died for us, and he was humiliated.
Spit on.
He was treated like nothing, man. And he was the greatest power this world have ever seen, man. He could have destroyed everything just like that. But he went through it for who? Us. So if you want your glory over that, man, you're a wicked nigga, yo. That's where pride come in, man. You're a wicked nigga, man. And so if you really wholeheartedly believe that you sincere within your own heart, pray that off of you, man. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Please get it away from me. You know, you can fight through that because again, that's just another temptation.
Yeah, kind of. And Salaga, it's tools for that, man. You know, praying, fasting. You know, these are tools to boost the spirit. You know, to help us. You know, continue on the path. You know,
that's right.
So use them. You know, at your exposure. Like it's you can't do enough. You know. What is it? The Lord said, "Seek me 10 times more." You know, right. We can't do enough. You know, all in all. You
Ultimately.
know, like because I believe you saying that at camp, bro, is this the debt that we're in. You know, like we owe a lot, man. And it's like, you know, going back to the point with the temptation and going through the things that we're going through. As far as what we're going to receive for going through this, you know, it's on a whole nother level, you know? It's on a whole nother level just to deal with this for right now and then move to a status where the Heavenly Father has accepted us back and, you know, the marriage is complete. We've been married, you know, and joined back unto Him, you know? And the new covenant comes into place. You know, that stony heart is gone and the fleshly heart is placed upon us. Having a new, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments written within us, you know, being perfect as our Father is in heaven, you know. It's the other, you know, that's other, you know, sayings that the Lord said. And we're going to be able to execute that perfectly, you know, when He gets back, you know, when He gets His glory, you know. When He's crowned, when all of those crowns are placed upon His head, when He's completely taken over all of this, man, you know, completely wiped all of this out, you know, and then the crowning ceremony, because then the scripture says, when Jacob's trouble come, you know, this martial law takes effect, you know, when that great insurrection happens, and the men of the Lord are going to be known in that day, man, you know. You best believe He's going to pour Spirit out on His men, you know, because there's some crazy stuff. We know it's going to get crazy out here, man. And that's a part of that temptation. It's a part of it all links together, man. That walk it all links together, you know. And it's a beautiful process, man. Like, you know, it's a beautiful. And just back harping on the point is through that temptation, it's worth it, you know. And it's going to be there. Because you want to know what the prize, like what we getting, bro. We inherit, like we're becoming joint heirs unto the Lord, man.
Scripture say we can't even
fathom. Apostles always say, and Apostle Goodbye, I've heard him say this many times. The Lord been going for 2,000 plus years. What do you think He been doing? He said, "I go to prepare a place." You know. So how much do you think?
It says many mansions.
Many mansions, man.
Bro, we in hell pits.
Right now, you know, and it says, hey, look, man, things are going to get flipped right side up.
Hey, brother's shacking up in hell. Like,
yeah, bro.
Hey, yeah, well, bro, where you at?
Hey,
bro, might as well, you know, we in hell, bro.
Like,
we ain't shit, you know what I mean?
Come.
So, look, man, we going to be tested, man.
Come.
Like the brother beautifully brought out Sirach, the second chapter, man. Sirach, the second chapter is my favorite chapter.
It's
hands down. You know, hands down. Like, that's my favorite chapter, man. I love that chapter.
That's a go-to.
You know, because when you come to serve the Lord, you got to prepare your soul for temptation. So Lord's will, bros, is edified to understanding what the temptation is, It ain't going to exceed what you can bear. Who's bringing the temptation?
Right.
With someone that's answering to our Father. Say, like, you know, you growing up in your father's household and shit, and now he got a worker around the house, and the worker think he can mess with you, but, bro, you under the rule of my Father.
Yeah, like, we...
Stop, bro.
Yeah, cut it out.
What's wrong with you?
Right.
That's yo, why you keep fucking with me, man? Like, yo, you know I'm already telling my Father on you, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the mindset. Like, yo, when you going through your little trouble, like something just happened, be like, you know, I rebuke you in the name of Yahweh Shem Shot. Hey, you know, Most High gonna fuck him up, you know. The Most High gonna, hey, you know, boom, another token, another extra punch that we get to punch these Edomites when it's time.
Yeah,
you know, that's what we look forward to, man.
That's right.
You know, and that's where the temptation is coming from, and that's how you overcome the temptations, man.
That's right.
You know, hey, Lord's willing, bro. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay. You know, Lord's will, bros, is built up by this, you know, epistle. You know, that's the goal, is to uplift brothers, man.
That's right.
You know, because first, bros, we rebuking ourselves, you know, and then, you know, we bring it to the brethren. You know, rebuke before all, so that all may fear, man. You know. But Lord's will, bros, is edified, built up, man, in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors again to the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone, and a sincere peace and salutation to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.